So what I want to show you this for is because this is titled How Q Breaks Up Families. And I think it's important for us to look at this, not because, you know, I want to make fun of anyone or put anyone down that believes in this thing, but I want people to know that this is a destructive force to the point where certain news magazines feel like it's necessary to start counseling people through their magazine. With a theory like Q that is so multifaceted and inherently based on the news cycle, it can be difficult for loved ones to have conversations without Q coming up. According to Benjamin Decker, a research fellow at the Shorenstein Center on Media, Politics, and Public Policy at Harvard, it's not unusual for people to reach a point where they either put up with each other's opinions or distance themselves. And that's true. That's what I meant. Because I know that when I went out with my ex and I didn't drink and she did, I would not have a good time. Ever. It was just a fact. It's almost the same thing. When you're in a different state of mind from other people, whether it's because you're psycho off a conspiracy, crazy off of Pizzagate, nutty off of drugs, nutty off of some other thing you're doing, completely obsessed with a video game and that's all you talk about, people eventually are like, I'm going to get away from that dude because he talks about that video game every 36 seconds and I want to live in reality for a little bit when I'm not playing the game. You get me? Oh. The most concerning element when someone believes in a conspiracy theory is if the person's radicalization and conversion of a theory goes from online to real-world action. Tell me that's not true. You tell me that's not true. That's true. That's why you see people blocking the Hoover Dam, going into pizza parlors, shooting up the ceiling. That's why you see people starting the wildfires in California while they're posting Q posts like crazy, alone in their fucking living room for months. It's true. Radicalization and conversion of a theory goes from online to real-world action. Some people, it goes in different ways than others. Q followers have reportedly started to take extreme real-world action. In June, a 30-year-old Nevada man was arrested after he allegedly blocked it. Well, we know that. The guy that blocked the bridge had a sign that said, release the OIG report, though. Isn't that stupid? It had been released like a week before he did this. He was watching old Q videos and didn't realize it or something. Today, more than 60K people follow Q's subreddit board, and there are dozens of Facebook groups. The total number of followers is likely much higher since it's nearly impossible to track all believers. And new groups dedicated to QAnon appear on social media every day. In a White House briefing this month, Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders was asked about Q, but did not directly acknowledge it in her answer. The president condemns and denounces any group that would incite violence against another individual and certainly does not support groups that would promote the type of behavior. Well, you stupid NBC or Esquire article, that is her responding. I don't know why someone has to repeat the damn question in order for them to respond. In fact, I don't think they do. If someone shows interest in a conspiracy, you want to steer them away or convince them that it seems wrong or dangerous. Listen to this. Now this is what happens. This is what happens. Now the MSM is trying to tell people not to steer away from Q, but to steer away from any conspiracy theory. Tell me that's not the thing I was sitting here telling you was going to happen the whole time. That's exactly what I told you was going to happen the whole time. The whole time I've said they're going to use it to go against any conspiracy theory. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Diversity of information is key, according to Dr. Mike Wood, a lecturer in psychology at the University of Winchester, who specializes in the psychology of conspiracies. Try and provide a point of view they aren't getting from their information sources. Now, why would that work? Why does that work for people? Why is it that you wake them up by showing them the other side? Because the conspiracy theory isn't giving you all sides. See, this is the issue, guys. And that's why when I try to talk about mysteries or strange stories, I give you all sides. That is like a check and balance system. It makes it to where you don't weigh down to the point where it doesn't weigh you down to the point where people get closed off and extreme. If you can't go extreme in a conspiracy if you have all the information, because the other side checks you. It makes you not get violently, blindly following it. That's why I'd give you all sides if we hit this stuff. That's how it was so easy to debunk Screwy Louie. It was all about, debunking him was just all about showing you the other side of the information. And you should have had it the whole time. No one should be closing off a big portion of information just because they want to confuse you and get you whacked out on something, you know? That's exactly what should not be happening. 5 minutes ago. Snaky SXV followed me on Twitch. I have no clue how the fuck that's happening. It's so fucking weird. Where was I here? Wood also points out that a sudden interest in theories can often be linked to a major life event. It could be prompted from something like divorce or a loss of a job. Latching on to something like Q is not just a question of politics. It depends on what information you're exposed to and what's going on in your life. While Holmberg disapproves of her boyfriend's interest in Q, she's trying to make the relationship work. She sends him news articles about the dangers of getting embroiled in the theories. For now, they're developing a safe word to use when they argue about Q. Isn't that crazy? That way, he'll know when I've had enough and we can take some space. Why do they have to sit and talk about it anyway? If she doesn't believe in it, why are they talking about it? Sounds like her man's obsessed with it. I just want to find a way to make our relationship work, but I will not compromise my beliefs, nor would I want him to compromise his either. Well, it sounds like they need just a little bit of advice from Mr. Rockadoc. Yes, now I'm a doctor. I'm the Rockadoca. Listen, whoever you are, all you got to do is stop talking about your beliefs around your man, and he stop talking about his beliefs around you. But that's why a lot of people that get together tend to agree with the fundamental beliefs of, the fundamental core beliefs of their life and their religion and things like that. They typically hook up with people that are the same because this is someone you're spending your whole life with. Having those things in common make you closer and make your relationship stronger. If I dated someone who believed in every conspiracy theory out there and never wanted to hear the other side, we would probably have a frustrating relationship. Me and Rachel, though, we sit and talk about all sides of an issue. When we sat down and talked about me making a YouTube channel, we both agreed that the fundamental thing should be saying all sides and not trying to do anything just because we know it's going to get views. Like, I know if I come out and tell you, this UFO is amazing, it's great, it's cool, but if I know it's fake, I can't do that. I got to give you all the information. I can't just do a video today and say, look at this great, awesome UFO, and then the next day come on and say, well, I looked deeper and it's fake. No, I should do it all right then and there. I should do it the right way, straightforward, and it's worked. We've actually had a pretty good run on YouTube so far. But I think if Rachel would be someone who is trying to instigate me to do it the unhonorable way and the way that gets the views and compromising what I am, what I think, and what I do for my channel, not only would our relationship not work, but I think our YouTube channel would suck. I don't think we'd have a following. This guy's area of expertise is the psychology of conspiracy theories. He's published some articles. 2015, some dare call it a conspiracy. Labeling something a conspiracy theory does not reduce belief in it. Political psychology, read it online. I want to read this online sometime. So let's go to the chat. And that's why I watch your channel and not all those other clowns, says Joseph. Well, hey, I'm happy you're here, man. I am. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. We didn't always have a big channel. A lot of these people out there who go around saying, like, oh, Unirock's the big shill in the world. I don't think that's possible. I was here for almost a year and a half with a very small audience. My channel gained a following by me doing good videos over and over again. That's typically not how shills work. What happens with shills is they go to YouTube and they do the same kind of crappy video every day where they lie, they bullshit, they push the fake shit nonstop, and then they get lucky and go viral and get crazy views all the time, very, very early on. Almost every one of the people that are lying and pushing this Q shit like crazy fit that mold, you know? I don't fit that mold. In fact, my whole YouTube story is a little bit weird compared to other people. All right. Let's go. Let's go to the live chat. What do you think? What do you think about the articles we just read? What do you think about the stuff that you just heard?